Sorry if you could like hear my chair just then. This is starting off fantastic. So if you're watching this, I decided to build a house for my generations family after a lot of sadness from like 4 parts of not being able to get any money. I just like turned off aging and chugged through and forced them to get the money that I needed to build this house through the inheritance, which I said I wasn't going to use. And then I was like, no, we need to have another kid. So I just pretended like they didn't get any wedding gifts. And if they do now, I'm going to like probably have to delete them. But at the point that I was so angry that they didn't get any wedding gifts, I was just pretending that like they got this money from wedding gifts, because if you remember at the beginning of this Let's Play, Zoe's parents, they're not like dead. They are still alive. And so it's pretty obvious that like her siblings and everything would allow her, give her money for her wedding. Here I was going to make an attached garage. And I couldn't get it to work for some reason. It like wouldn't put a flat floor next to the what do you call it, foundation. So there's that. I'm honestly not super happy with this house, not gonna lie. I don't know. It's not the best house I've ever made. It's definitely not the worst house that I've ever made. But like I said, it's definitely not the best. And this furniture, actually this furniture in here, I end up recoloring and making better. But like you'll see, like with the kitchen, everything I put in here pretty much changes. I was just trying to like set some stuff down so I could see how big I needed to make things. And if you watch the next part, the part that goes up of generations after this, when we move into the house, I have this. I downloaded this oven off of the Sims 3 store, and I couldn't get it to work. Like when they click on it, it doesn't work. So if you know any way to fix that, please let me know. I think it's just like a missing animation or something. But yeah, so everything down here is pretty much going to change. I just wanted to set some stuff down so I could see like how big I needed to make everything. This house has 4 bedrooms and 1.5 baths. There could have been more bathrooms, but I don't know. I almost liked it only having, we don't really need that many bathrooms. We're only gonna have a total of 5 Sims in this family up until, Olivia grows up and gets married and all of that, which at that point I assume once she gets married and has a kid, we're probably going to be living in a different house. Like I said, I don't know if I said it in this video, but I definitely said it in my other video. This is not our forever house. We are not going to be here forever. This is just a house that I built to accommodate for the fact that we are going to have 3 children. We have a teenager, a toddler, and another baby, but that's a spoiler. We're going to have one last baby. We're only going to have 4 kids, or what? No, 3 kids total for this generation series, which I know is different. Normally people do 5, but I didn't want to have to be like an overwhelming amount of kids, and I wanted like the opportunity for like Olivia, if she has a kid, I wanted the opportunity for her to be able to live here, with us when she has her kids. So there's that, and who knows, maybe we'll end up having like 2 houses on one lot so that we can have her live with us. You can see on the side of the house there, I was trying to put a garage, and I couldn't. It worked. I don't know, something about it didn't work for me. Like I did not like it. And then here I was having a little bit of trouble with the roof. I made the roof like 4 or 5 times before I ended up figuring out finally what I wanted to do, and it is this style that you see right here that I ended up going with, except I make it a little bit shorter, which is just honestly a preference for me. The reason that the roof didn't work, or the garage didn't work, is that for some reason like it wouldn't let me place a roof on there, but then if I put auto roof on, it would. But I like the roof that I have on the house, so I didn't want to change it. So I just ended up deleting the garage and I just put a parking spot outside. And you'll see I'm just putting some windows down here. I don't know. Part of the thing about this house that I didn't really like was that I couldn't, for some reason, I could not for the life of me get the wallpaper or anything that I wanted. Like you'll see starting right here, I was trying to figure out what color of siding I wanted to do for the house. And I didn't want to do brown because I have a brown roof. And I didn't want to do blue because I make every house blue. And I didn't want to do green because I make every house green. So I wanted to go with something like a light tan, but I ended up, I mean, I don't like it. I don't like it. And, you know, it's just, it's not for me. I didn't like this color. I still don't like this color as I'm like talking about it. But what's almost worse is right here in the living room. I tried so hard to find a good wallpaper for this, and I couldn't. You know, when I'm playing my own game, I just kind of put, you know, the same wallpapers everywhere. Not the same, but just like, I know what wallpapers I like in my houses in the game, so it doesn't really bug me. I liked this, this blue accent wall that I put in here because one of the accent colors in the living room is blue, and I just thought it looked really cool. And I changed up some of the colors on this little poof. I honestly really liked how this living room turned out, except for the wallpaper. You'll see I left it as like this light tan, and then I didn't like it. I wasn't feeling it. It looked too plain. If I wanted to do the light tan, I should have put like a wood at the bottom or something instead of having it all be tan. And you know, the blue wall is a nice accent wall, but it has the same texture. And I almost would have needed a stone wall or something behind the fireplace in order to make the normal tan look okay. I don't know, I went through a lot, and I was trying to pick a coffee table here. They have a kind of small living room, so I ended up just putting like this small wooden one and changing the color. I wanted them to be able to get to everything. I don't know if they'll be able to get to the fireplace, but either way, I mean, I don't really use the fireplace because, like, to me, like, all it does is start fires. Like, I really don't have my Sims use it other than it looks cool. I don't know. Here, I really loved, something I did really love about this house was this fireplace. I thought it was so cool. And this is honestly probably, out of the exception of like some of the upstairs bedrooms, this is probably the coolest part of the downstairs of the house, I think. And then I wanted to put some paintings up, but I couldn't figure out which painting I wanted to put. So, and then I had to do this thing where it wouldn't let me put it directly above the fireplace, so I had to like take it to the wall and then put it back. I like that painting. That's the one I end up going with. So yeah, I mean, the living room it's okay. It's one of those things, you know. It works, and it's definitely not the worst thing in the world. I didn't end up changing the counters, but I did end up making the kitchen almost a bluish silverish color. You can see here I used like a pretty, almost, I don't know what color to call, periwinkle blue, is that a thing, on all of these counters, which I don't know, the kitchen was cool. You'll see I added cabinets, and I think that it looks better with cabinets, but I didn't have enough money at the end of the house to keep the cabinets, which honestly did make me kind of sad, because I really liked the cabinets, and maybe whenever we earn a little bit of money, we can get the cabinets back. Who knows? Let me know down below whether or not you like this house. Like I said, I don't know how I feel about it. It's just one of those things for me where, I don't know, it's okay. Another thing I couldn't quite get right was this oven. It ends up being okay, and it ends up looking okay in the kitchen. I couldn't get it to match the way I wanted it to, and I was going to put that pretty periwinkle blue on the bottom, and I was like, in reality, you wouldn't be able to just buy an oven that you're like, oh, this perfect periwinkle blue exactly matches my counters for the bottom of my oven. Like, that would not happen. and it just didn't look right. Oh, and if you guys know, I downloaded this little like brick oven off of the Sims 3 store and it doesn't work. Do you guys know how to like get it to work? Cause I can't figure out how to make it work. Like when I click on it, it doesn't have any of the interactions. I remember when I had the Sims 3 on my old computer and I'd first bought the brick oven, I couldn't get it to work either, and I remember I fixed it, but I don't remember how I fixed it. So I ended up going with this white and blue tile here. I just changed it a little, make the top part gray. That's what I end up going with in the kitchen. I mean, and like I said, it would look better with cabinets. And here I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the wall right there. Here you'll see I put some cabinets down, and honestly, I think it looks better with the cabinets. Not that it looks bad without, I just think it looks nicer. But like I said, we didn't have enough simoleons left over. I ended up spending a lot of money on the downstairs, and it really hurt me when I went to go upstairs. Not that anything in the upstairs looks bad. The upstairs is the part of the house that I like. Here you can see me going through the different wallpapers. I hated the tan. I don't know why. It's plain. It's too boring. I was like, you know what? Let me try with some wood. And I liked the way that this looked. I did. And then I put hardwood floor down, and I didn't like it. I didn't think that the hardwood with the wood walls worked, and I didn't want to put carpet everywhere. And it was just too brown. Like, I like brown, don't get me wrong. I am a person that, like, blue and brown is my thing for living rooms. That's how I decorate. But just here, there was just too much brown. It was too much. And so I decided to go with a painted wall. It's like a grayish color, and it looks like it's got, like, lines going, like, around it. It's not this, or maybe it is that. I don't know. I can't see very well. But up here, like I said, there's 4 bedrooms, and then there's a bathroom up here that has a shower, a toilet, and a sink. So there's 4 bedrooms. So there's 2 3x3 bedrooms, which are for the smaller children. There's I think it's a 4x4 for the master, and then a 3x4 for Olivia's room. And if you're not familiar with my Generations Let's Play, you can just ignore all of that. It is made for a couple with 3 children, or alternatively, it could be a couple with 2 children in an office, or I mean, however you really wanted to do it. But there is 4 bedrooms, and 2 of them are small. 1 is medium size, and 1 is pretty big. This is when I realized I didn't have enough money to do everything I wanted to do in the house. So first I did Olivia's room, and if you don't know who Olivia is, like I said in my Generations Let's Play, you can just ignore all the stuff I'm about to say. It's a teenage girl's room, a teenage girl she's not super girly. I didn't put like the mannequin with the clothes and the little shoe things, which is what I normally would have done when decorating a bedroom for a teenage girl. But she's honestly not the most girly, which I kind of want them to have another girl. My Generations family, I want them to have another girl because I don't know, I do want a girly sim, but you know, even if they have another boy, maybe he'll be girly. I don't know. I haven't played that far yet. Like I said, she's not super girly, but she is, I mean, I don't know. I almost inspired it sort of by myself. I put these cute little hanging lights, and I gave her a hanging chair, which I didn't know I had in the game. That comes from Bohemian Stuff. That's so cute. And then I put this poster, which I can only assume is like a band that she likes. And there was like this pink and blue and yellow one, and I just sort of changed it a little bit to make it purple. And then I gave her a little radio. I was gonna give her the cat one, but like I said, she's not super girly, so I changed it to like this basic one. I don't even know if her like favorite color in The Sims is purple. I just know that I liked it. Her bedroom and the other child's bedroom that I decorate here are my favorite, which is, this is Olivia's room, and then Isaac's room. I don't know, Isaac's room is really cute. I have a thing with nurseries in The Sims. I don't know. They're like, honestly, one of my favorite things to decorate and to, I don't know, work with. they're really cute, and I in real life too, I have a thing for nurseries. I just think that they're so adorable. And I really liked this painting right here that I put above their bed. You're gonna see here in a little bit, I'm gonna change the bed coloring to like a deeper red, which is what I wanted originally, but I don't remember which season's bed comes with that color. I thought it was this one, but then it was like more orange, and I didn't know how I felt about it. And then here I'm gonna put some wallpaper down. This last room on the left, I left it empty because my Sims haven't had their final child yet. But like I said, it's just an extra bedroom, so if you wanted to use it for that, you could. If you want me to put this up on the exchange, I will. I haven't put anything up on the Sims 3 exchange in a really long time, but if you would like this house, I will definitely do that. I gave Olivia's room this really pretty stone brick wall, just because I don't know, I really liked it. And here's where I'm starting on Isaac's nursery. I think this is the cutest thing. I once had a Sims 3 family that I played. I don't think I played very far into it, but I had their lifespans on long. So, I mean, I played them for a long time, even though I don't think I even got into like the second generation. Like, I don't think their oldest child even had kids. But it was a mom and a dad, and they had 5 kids. It was basically like a generations, but I played them all the way, I mean, through the longest lifespans. I played them for a long time, and they had a daughter who I decorated her room, very, very cutesy and girly, and they had a son, or they had twin sons, who had like a bluish room, and then they had a third son whose name was Matthias, and he had a bedroom like this. No, his name wasn't Matthias. What was it? It was their 4th son. What am I talking about? I'm getting my old Sims 3 families mixed up in my head. But he had a bedroom like this, the orange theme with the dinosaur and the tree and I don't know. I love baby themed rooms. And you know, when you're a kid, you have a themed room. Like, what's that about? When you're older, I don't know about you. I don't have a themed bedroom anymore. I did have themed bedrooms though when I was a kid. I had like a pink princess themed room. I had an ocean room. I'm trying to think of all the rooms I had. A dinosaur room. I had like 3 different rooms as I was growing up. But yeah, like, what's that about? And then you become an adult or like a teenager, and it's just like, oh, here's this thing. Put this somewhere. Oh, your theme is a place to sleep. You know what I mean? Here I wanted to do a little bit to the outside because I didn't really like the way that the foundation looked. And I mean, that's pretty much it for this house. I didn't, like I said, I didn't really do much. I added some trees. And like I said, this is not our forever house. We are not having these Sims live here forever. Considering, I mean, if we ever do a season 2, which I'm guessing we will because I love this family, we would not live in this neighborhood. We would definitely live in another neighborhood. And if I did that, I would want to obviously build them a new house. But, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. So this was kind of a long one. It was an hour and 13 minutes when I recorded. That's how long it took me to build and decorate this house. And you're seeing it in 18 minutes, so you're welcome. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out my Generations Let's Play if you haven't already. Subscribe, like the video, comment down below your suggestions if you want another house build or whatever, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye, guys.